Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to the first preview session in our new monthly webinar series. I'm Danny Wayne, founder of Travel Nomads. Whether you're a seasoned travel pro who has walked the halls of Excel 100 times, or you're just starting to find your feet in the UK travel landscape, I'm thrilled to have you here with us today. At Travel Nomads, our mission has always been about helping others navigate the travel and tourism industry with purpose. We didn't want to create just another talk shop. We created this webinar series to help you develop with intent and to maximize your results. Starting with our first set of webinars profiling industry events, because the 2026-27 calendar is more crowded than ever. And frankly, your time and your budget are too valuable to waste on the wrong rooms. We're going to go beyond free drinks and canapes and the basic list of events you can find via search engines and take a deep dive into a real B2B events strategy. The question is, are you invited? Before we even consider looking at the actual calendar, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever left a major trade show, conference, or event? Maybe you've spent days on your feet, stayed in an overpriced hotel, and felt absolutely exhausted, only to get back to your desk and wonder, what did I actually achieve? You have a stack of business cards and new LinkedIn connections that never turn into leads. You get ghosted time and time again, and you've missed several days of actual work. We've all been there, and you're certainly not alone. The reality of the UK travel industry in 2026 is that showing up just is no longer enough. The spray and pray approach to networking is dead, and to win, you have to be surgical. You need to know which doors are worth knocking on, how to get behind the doors that seem locked, and stand in front of doors that don't even exist yet. I'm going to share the insider's perspective on the 2026 and 27 seasons. I'll help you filter the noise, how to spot high signal opportunities, how to use my events framework to ensure every train ticket or flight you book for an event is a direct investment into your bottom line. This is not about giving you a list of dates, it's about giving you a competitive advantage. So let's start with the why. The 6 pillars of a perfect B2B event strategy. To navigate the 2026-27 event successfully, you need a filter. I've developed a framework that I use for every event I consider attending, neatly called the Events Framework. When you're looking at your 2026 budget, I want you to run every event and invite through these 6 pillars. First, exchange. This isn't chatting, it's the high-level exchange of market intelligence. What is the corridor talk saying about the next big company acquisition, destination shift, or job moves that aren't yet in the trade press? Second, visibility. If you aren't seen, you don't exist in the trade. This is about strategic presence, positioning yourself and your brand where the decision makers are and ensuring you stay top of mind for future partnership opportunities. Third, education. The industry is moving fast, whether it's new tech, regulatory changes, or consumer trends. You need to be attached, stay sharp, and evolve. And you'd never stop learning in the travel industry. Next is networking, but we're talking purposeful networking, converting a handshake into a high-value commercial lead. I'm talking new business, building a high-value contact list and converting digital-first leads into the real-world commercial contracts we want, as well as relationship building and enhancing existing relationships. Then we have tactical. This is your why. Is this event a tactical fit for your specific niche, or are you just going because everyone else is? And finally, sourcing. Finding the new suppliers, tech partners, destinations and products, or distribution channels that will give you and your business a competitive edge over the next 18 months. Now we've looked at the events framework, let's get real for a moment. If attending events was easy, everyone would be doing it perfectly. But the UK travel landscape for 2026 and 27 presents some very specific hurdles. The first is saturation. The calendar is heavier than it's ever been. You could quite literally spend every week on the road, but you may have a business to run or a job to do, and certainly a life to live. How do you choose? There's the cost of entry, and I'm not just talking about the ticket price or the flight to London or Manchester. I'm talking about the opportunity cost. Every day you spend in an exhibition hall is a day you aren't on the shop floor or closing deals. If that doesn't deliver, then you've lost twice. We also have the invite barrier. We've all felt that FOMO seeing a LinkedIn post from a private VIP dinner or a high-level summit that you didn't even know was happening. The industry is becoming more fragmented and more exclusive. And finally, there's information overload, walking away from a 3-day event with a bag full of brochures and a brain full of noise, but no clear action plan. The reason most people struggle isn't lack of effort, it's a lack of selection. To get a real return on investment, I'm going to show you how to cut through the noise, so only say yes to the invites that actually matter. Now, despite all the challenges, I genuinely believe we've entered a golden era when it comes to live events, for those who know how to play the game. The landscape has shifted. Social media and living online is ingrained in our daily life. As humans, we're striving for real-life experiences and thrive on interaction. Where there's a shift, there's an opportunity. We're seeing the rise of niche powerhouse. Big trade shows are great, but many deals are moving towards smaller, ultra-focused summits. Whether you're in luxury, sustainability, or adventure, there are now invite-only rooms where the density of decision makers is 10 times higher than at major conventions. There's the post-digital premium. In a world full of AI-generated emails, Teams and Zoom fatigue, your physical presence has never been more valuable. A handshake in 2026 is worth more than 100 LinkedIn messages. I'll be showing you which events are the best for building that human capital, with many events looking beyond London as well and exploring regional growth. There are opportunities to make new connections, build on existing relationships, be seen, whether that be your business as a brand or you as a brand, and there's no shame in that. Get offline and get off your backside. One of my favourite reasons for attending events are the sliding doors moments that can be created. You never know who you might get stuck in a lift with, be washing your hands next to, be playing paddle against, or even boogieing with on the dance floor. Now, bearing in mind everything we've discussed so far, the events framework, everything around it requires a level of detail we simply can't cover in a quick preview session. To give you the competitive edge you need, I've curated 2 distinct webinar sessions for you to choose from. First, we have our standard webinar. This is a 30-minute, fast-paced industry intelligence session. It's designed for the professional who needs the essential calendar. We'll go through the 30 or so must-attend events, the key dates and the core reasons for each. It's high impact, efficient, and ensures you won't miss a major deadline. If, however, you're looking to truly dominate the next 12 months and want to know more beyond the best events and the key dates, I recommend the 60-minute enhanced webinar. In the enhanced session, we don't just look at the dates, we look at the strategy. We'll spend even more time on the pillars of our events framework and explore who is likely to be the target audience and ultimately in the room at each of those key events. Both sessions are paid, private, and available on demand for you. You'll see the registration links on your screen, and I'll also pop them in the comments as well. So think about your goals for the next 18 months and how much each of these individual events cost. Do you want the map, or do you want the map plus the secret shortcuts? We've covered a lot of ground during this preview, from the events framework to the shifting landscape of 2026. But as we know in this industry, knowledge is only power if you act on it. The UK travel industry is built on those who are proactive, those who show up in the right rooms, and those who have the insight to spot a trend before it becomes a headline. And I want you in that group. I want you to be that person who isn't just attending events, but owning them. So here is your next step. Head over to the Travel Nomads website right now. We've set up a dedicated webinars page where you can secure your spot for either the 30-minute standard session or the 60-minute enhanced version. I'll also drop the direct link into the comments section right now for easy access. I want these sessions to be high value, intimate environments where we can really dig into the strategy that moves the needle for you and your business. By the end of the next session, you'll have a clear roadmap of where you need to be, who you need to meet, and exactly how to maximize your ROI at every single event over the next 12 months. Don't let 2026 happen to you. Map it out, master the calendar, and let's make sure that the big doors open and your name is at the top of that list. I'm Danny Wayne. Thanks a lot for watching this preview, and I can't wait to see you in the deep dive. Let's go to work.